Hello, everybody. So today was one of the absolute worst days I could ever have. Okay, so first off, I was on my deliveries, just delivering with Uber Eats like I usually do. And here's something I didn't know. Did you know that if a customer cancels, you don't get a single penny for the hour and a half you spent driving to the restaurant? The customer canceled when I was 2 blocks away from the restaurant. I was 2 blocks away from the restaurant when she canceled. So I got $0 for that hour and a half that I spent getting there. Not only that, on my way back towards this area, I got hit by a car. He hit the front end of my bike and then just kept going. I was on the sidewalk. So here I am on the sidewalk. Here's an alleyway. I slow down. Check. Check. And as I start to go, suddenly, zoom! There goes my front wheel, and I'm out there, smashed my head directly onto concrete, and fucked up my ankle and a lot of other random places of my body. Anyways, I was wearing my helmet because I'm a smart human being. I watched a guy die because he wasn't wearing his helmet, and I could have died. And you'll see why when I show you the helmet. So, first off, you can see the impact has completely dented the helmet. Shattered it, basically. My head was in this when I landed. So yeah, I go to the hospital, right? A guy takes me to a hospital. I'm fine and dandy, other than the fact that I have a concussion. I go to the hospital right after getting hit by the car. So it was 3 when I got hit by the car. I had a panic attack. I sat there in shock for about an hour before realizing, hey, I should probably get myself to a hospital because I just smacked my head on concrete. I just got hit by a car, guys. I go to the hospital. The woman that meets me, her name is Brooke. Very, very nice woman. Offers me a wheelchair and everything. And she pushes me into the emergency weight room. That's where I had the problems. So, here's what I had problems with in the emergency weight room at the Denver Health Center for, emergencies, The big one down on Binnick. So, I went there. And first off, I'm sitting there waiting. They put me into the waiting room and say, hey, there's no beds right now, so you're gonna have to wait a minute. 50 minutes later, I'm like, okay, I've seen 5 people go in. 5 people go in. People who can walk. People who are not in wheelchairs. Everybody else has been checked. And I'm sitting here guys, what about me? I'm the one who hit my head on concrete. I broke this. Let me see if I could show you. Okay. There's a scratch from there to... You can't really see the damages very well through here, but on the inside, you can see that I hit my forehead quite fucking hard. Quite hard. Very hard indeed. So as you can see, the entire foam piece right here is destroyed right here. And right here. Guys. I sat there after 50 minutes, about an hour into my visit, a woman with a fever of 100. That's a low fever, guys. Low fever. A woman with a low fever walks in. 20 minutes later, she goes in to see the doctor. And I'm still sitting out there waiting. So I verbalize my outrage. Hey guys, I was in a car wreck. I'm in an excruciating amount of pain. Well, I wasn't in a car wreck. I was hit by a car on a bike. Meaning, that was direct contact. pretty much. I smacked my head on the concrete, and y'all are still making me wait. Okay, so another hour goes by. It's hour 2 now. I go up and say, hey, it's been 2 hours. And they try and argue with me and say, no, it's only been an hour. I said that an hour. Anyways, so by then I get pissed off and I hop because they did not give me a wheelchair in the emergency waiting room. Yeah. I hop all the way to the front desk and say hello to Brooke and tell her, hi, I'm leaving. I did not get checked out. I did not get my head checked because I've been waiting there for 2 hours with no results, and including with the rudest people I've ever met. So she takes me back and she's like, look, you really need to get checked out. Let's see if the pediatric place will take you in because you need to get your head checked out. You could have trauma, and I can tell you have some type of trauma because of the way you're acting. Just the fact that you don't even know what day it is proof that you have a concussion already. So I'm not understanding why they didn't take you back first and why they're letting all these people with lower priorities in front of you. So she wheels me back to the pediatric. They say, oh, it's 19 and under. Sorry. 1 year over. 1 year over. Darn. Anyways, ow. That is another thing. That. Shaking my head. Moving too much. That. Yeah. Fucks with me too much. It sucks. And I can't do anything about it because, yeah, nobody ever saw me today for the hospital because I waited for 4 hours. 4. I mean, guys, you guys gotta understand. If I wasn't wearing my helmet and I came in there and they said the same thing and did that same shit, I'd be dead by now. Because this thing is destroyed. Like, I really can't show you how bad it really is through the camera. Maybe I can. But yeah, anyways. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, hour 3 goes by. Guy sleeping in his wheelchair has like shit all up his back and on his shoulder and shit. They haven't cleaned him yet. Anyways, so he's sitting in his wheelchair. He's passed out. He's okay. He's already been checked by a doctor at least. At least he's been checked by a doctor, right, guys? Anyways, he drops his fluids on the floor. So I'm like, hey, nurses, he dropped his fluids on the floor. You guys might want to pick that bag up so he can properly get the fluids through his IV. They did not. So here's me, 3 hours after a car hit me, hopping over to pick up his bag and put it back in his lap while he's asleep. So, 30 minutes pass. 3 hours and 30 minutes I've been sitting there waiting. I am so irritated by this point. And they pointed to like 5 people that were ahead of me. Well, shift change. It's shift change at this point. So they pointed to like 5 people that were ahead of me still. What? You're still ahead of me. One guy was here because his ear felt funny. And he was in front of me. His ear felt funny. Anyways, guys. So, it's been 3 hours and 30 minutes and the guy collapses. He completely falls out of his wheelchair. I'm incapable of helping him at this point because, I mean, I can only hobble. I can only limp. I can only kind of walk. I can't fully walk. So, because I also messed up this ankle really, really badly. Like, It's fucked. So I'm hobbling over to him to the desk. Guys, he fell on the floor. They did not acknowledge that I said anything. So I hobble back over to my wheelchair and sit back down and wait. And took note of this because I knew that I would be including it in their Google review, and I did. So anyways, he laid on that floor for a good 15 minutes. She even took a phone call before helping this guy up off the floor. He laid on the floor for 15 minutes in the emergency wait room. That's how fucking shitty that place is, guys. Don't go there, even if you're dying, because they won't help you. And also, I read another review, and trust me, this place has mostly 1 stars on Google. That's how bad it is. Here's another thing. The entire 4 hours that I was sitting there, they did not help me to the bathroom. They did not offer me a drink. They did not offer me a snack. And when I asked them for one, they told me to use the vending machines. And I'm like, I don't have any money. That's why I'm using my insurance to begin with. That's why I'm kind of in this situation where you guys, meh. Whoa. Hold on, guys. Anyways, yeah. So anyways, that's why I'm kind of here in the situation that I'm in. You guys happen to have accepted my Medicaid. Also, they never even needed to take my Medicaid down because I never got to see the doctor. Just so you know, they never did. So they don't have... They never helped me. And, let's just say, at least I know I have a concussion. Because I've had one before. From the previous car wreck I've been in with Uber. So tomorrow I'm gonna go searching for a lawyer and see if we can catch the guy who did this to me. And tomorrow I'm going to, let's see, what's the number that lady gave me? Where is it? Oh yeah, here, this. They even gave me a complaint number to call. Because that's how bad my... Well, Brooke did. Brooke gave me a complaint number to call. Because that's how bad my experience there was. It's like, I have no clue how to care for myself with a concussion. Yeah, I've only ever had 1 concussion before this one. So, yeah. I mean, guys, don't know what to do. So I have no aftercare instructions. I have not been properly treated. My ankle has not been looked at. My head has not been looked at. My heart has not been looked at. The only thing they did was check my blood pressure, and that was what determined them why I needed to be on the bottom of the wait list. Because my blood pressure wasn't out through the roof. And maybe it's because I waited an hour before I went to the hospital. Because I was in shock at just what happened. Like, I'm on the sidewalk. Like, you don't expect to get hit by a car on the sidewalk. You don't expect a car to fly through an alleyway and hit you. I mean, you don't think that's gonna happen. So when it does, you're gonna be in shock. Like I was. But yeah, I just wanted to share my experience at the hospital today. Other than that, Brooke gave me another wheelchair when I got over there. She helped me, and she even pushed me. This is how helpful Brooke was. She felt so bad for the entire thing. Because she thought that, like, hey, car wrecks are supposed to be, like, first priority, right? Because you can die from that. Oh yeah, here's another thing. When I went to the nurses that were in the wait room, that were also the desk people. When I went to the desk people in the wait room, I said, hey, I was hit by a car. I've been here for 3 hours. I could have a concussion or possible brain trauma. And you guys have made me wait for 3 hours. When am I gonna see the doctor? They said, well, you can't exactly die from a concussion. You can't die from a concussion? Really? Because if you don't take care of yourself correctly, you can. And let's see. Here we go, guys. So I found an article that I'm going to read from works.com. Okay, the first part's gonna confuse you. There are a number of myths surrounding concussions, including the notion that if you go to sleep with a concussion, you'll die. Pretty scary, right? While it isn't usually the case, you should treat a concussion seriously. First, be vigilant about identifying the symptoms following a concussion. The injured person has dizziness, nausea, vomiting, doubled vision, dilated pupils, or difficulty waking. Then you should seek medical treatment. Well, I had the double vision and the dizziness for a very long time. Difficulty walking. That's because of my ankle. Forgetfulness is one that they did not mention, but you know. However, if a person is alert and can carry on a conversation, there is no need to keep him or her awake all night. The exception is children. Physicians advise waking concussed injured children at least twice during the night to ensure they can be roused. While a mild concussion isn't likely to kill you, a severe concussion or repeated concussions may be fatal. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention in 2010, the latest year for which there is data, concussions and traumatic brain injuries accounted for 50,000 deaths in the United States. Now tell me a concussion is not fatal again. Now tell me that I was wrong to get mad and leave after hours of waiting. There you have it, guys. So that was the shittiest hospital ever. Like, what? Yeah, never in my life has a hospital made me suicidal before. Until today. Today, I felt so bad that I wasn't getting treated for my injuries that I was sitting there thinking maybe I should have died from it. Because maybe somebody would have given a shit if I died. Maybe somebody would have given a shit if I didn't wear my helmet. Right? That's what I thought. So I've had a horrible day. But there's always more days. And the entire day, I'm talking about even after the car, when the guy was giving me a ride to the hospital, not the guy who hit me, a guy completely irrelevant. I called 211 after this because I missed the 9. And I accidentally called 211. Okay, guys? So I call them, intending to call the hospital, 911. And they send me a lift for free. The lift guy puts my bike in his car. And yeah, it was a car. He actually shoved it in his trunk and let the trunk. And he was really nice. He even helped me. He carried me to the side of the car and helped me in. He helped me out of the car. He goes, like at the hospital, he goes and takes my bike all the way across the parking lot to hook it up so that it doesn't get stolen while I'm in there. And then he comes right back, hands me my bags and everything to make sure that nobody would steal the baskets or anything. Anything that was inside the basket, he took out and put it in the bag and handed it to me. Then he helped me to the desk. But Brooke, the second she saw me enter the door with him helping me, was on it. She was like, here's a wheelchair. So, you know, props to Brooke there. Love ya. funny woman, amazing woman, gorgeous woman. And she helped me. Last part I have to say about her is at the end of the visit, when I decided that I am going to go home and get some rest and go to a doctor in the morning. And she really did not like that idea. Like, she was livid that they did not help me. She really did not like that idea. So she gets me a bus pass, a free bus pass, and I asked her, hey, I'm not sure if I can push my bike or walk. So she pushes me to my bike. We unlock my bike, get everything situated, and she's like, okay, so I can't push you and the bike at the same time. And I was like, I got this. So I'm sitting here holding my bike like this. She's pushing me in the wheelchair. And we're going, like, we went about a full block to get to the bus stop where she helped me sit down and even waited with me for the bus to put the bike on the rack. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't shoot the messenger. Bye, guys. And look out for shitty hospitals.